be talking about why is Alvin obsessed with women. Now let's get into it. Now I couldn't find a 60s photo in advance, so I had to use the 80s photo instead. So during the 60s, Alvin had an obsession with girls, and that hasn't stopped since. Because in the 80s, he's had multiple crushes on female humans as well as a result too, as well. And we are not also just talking about Alvin. In the episode, Theodore and Juliet, Theodore goes out on a date with this girl who looked exactly like Eleanor, by the way. I'm like, why couldn't he just go on a date with Eleanor? I mean, it's so easy. It's like a copy and paste character. He should have gone out with Eleanor. But anyway, that has not stopped. This also includes the Chipettes because they had a crush on a male human as well, which is so weird. I don't know why they wouldn't consider that. That's just so weird. Anyway, and also Brittany has had a fair share of crushing on male humans as well, which is so weird because first of all, they're chipmunks, and secondly, that wouldn't work in Animal Kingdom as well. Also, Alvin has not stopped obsessing over human females because in the episode Principal Interest, he has a crush on the principal, which is so right in so many ways. I don't know why they're like, I think this is a bad idea. And by the way, that principal is so attractive and sexual as well. I'm like, are you trying to let Alvin fall in love with a principal? I mean, first of all, that's so wrong in so many ways to do that. I don't know why on earth would he would do that for starters as well. It's just very weird. And also, this has not stopped because in some of the episodes of the CGI series, it has, in some cases, Alvin has crushed on so many females in that school. I'm like, he must have had a crush on all the females during school. I'm like, that's just ridiculous. I mean, there's going to be other female characters he got crushes on, but they're like, let's just stick with the ones we got, which is so weird as well. And also, this has not stopped because in season 5, he has a crush on Olivia as well, another character as well. I'm like, Alvin, you really got to stop doing this. This is not healthy. It's very toxic what he's doing here. Also, we are not talking about just Alvin. Brittany has had male crushes on humans as well. I'm like, it's obviously a copy and paste Alvin. He looks like Alvin just in human version. Like, what is going on here? I'm like, yeah, it's just so wrong in so many ways. Chipmunks and humans don't mix. It's so weird. It's very weird. But also, Alvin daydreams a lot about these women, and I do kind of worry because we are in a world today where females like, yeah, female power, but when you see this, like, oh no. And also there's some cases where he's dreaming about them. He has like, how can I put this delicately on YouTube? Let's just say boys have them when they're really attracted to a female. So let's just say that for YouTube purposes only. Alvin still today is a ladies' man, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I think they need to dial it down a bit. I didn't like the principal interest one. I think people are like, why would Alvin stoop so low and stalk this poor woman, this principal, by the way, who was in actual fact, he found out she had a wedding ring and he was married. And I'm like, couldn't you just tell Alvin that in the first place? I mean, that would save us a lot more trouble, but there's obviously a plot hole or something. I don't know why they would have considered that in the first place. So these are the only women in the school, which I find hard to believe. Are those two circled on the left or the right? I'm not sure, but you can see it anyway. Those two women that are circled in pink are the ones that Alvin has crushes on. So I don't know their names, I only know Olivia. And it's funny to me that Alvin's not diverse. You know, I thought there would be more diversity in these groups. You know, more like women. There's only like one black person now. Like, what the heck? We are living in a more diverse world. I mean, a little bit more diverse because there's a lot of political stuff going on. But you would think Alvin would have more attraction to different types of women as well. So I find that very hard to believe. And also in season 5, in the latest episode, there's this girl who has a prosthetic leg, like I said before. She kisses Alvin. I'm like, excuse me, you can't do that. You need consent to do that. So I don't know why maybe it's a fakey kiss. Maybe that's what it was. But still, you gotta be really careful of what you do in today's time. I have nothing wrong with Alvin liking women. That's not what I'm saying. It's totally natural. He's a rock star, you know, all the screaming fans, girls screaming at him at concert. That's fine. stuff like that. So I don't have a problem with that. I just have a problem with him dating human girls because it's not right in so many ways. But yeah, but he's a rock star. When you think of like Elvis Presley or the Beatles, they have girls screaming all the time. So why wouldn't he have girls screaming all the time, wanting to touch him and stuff? He's a celebrity. Hello. So I understand that point. And also, it's not, the CGI films didn't do as much as that than the 80s and the newest CGI series as well. So that was good. He kissed that woman's figure still, but, Alvin's a ladies' man. He'll always be a ladies' man. There's nothing wrong with that. We do know that Alvin and Brittany will end up in the future together because in the episode Big Dreams, they were shown as married. And also they had 2 twin boys. I'm not sure why they had 2 kids instead of 3 kids, because it's 3 of them and 3 of them. So if they had like 3 kids, that would make like 8 or 7, right? They really should have 3 kids in the future. Also, we do know that the other Chipmunks and Chipettes will end up together as well, as shown in that episode as well. So in the 80s, even though they were parodying very famous movies, we got to see Brittany in the pink wedding dress, and that is evident even more to the future because you see them. So there is a big future for them. We just don't know what it is yet. So there is a future for them. Also, in the episode, in that particular episode as well, you get to see Alvin, get jealous, and it's very rare for Alvin to get jealous. Especially, what would happen if Brittany did date someone else? Just a curiosity. What happens if she did date someone else? How would Alvin feel about that? And you see Alvin, get all jealous, and, boys get jealous very easily of women as well. So he's obviously jealous as well. But also, it's very interesting to see that side of him. And also, yes, at the end of the episode, they do get back together as a couple as well in that episode. We're going to talk about mixed couples now. Oh, boy. Okay, so this is a picture of Jeanette. At first, I thought it was Brittany, but also Brittany appears in this episode as well. But Jeanette it's weird. They made Jeanette the love interest to Alvin of Tracy. How would that work? I mean, that speculates a lot. And also in a newer episode, Wacky Wednesday, you get to see Jeanette and Alvin switch bodies as well. And I don't know how I feel about mixed couples. I respect everyone's different creativity, and the Chipmunks have said they don't want to mix couples up because, they're not compatible for each other, like they said in the podcast before. But I respect if you guys do that. I don't mind if you do that, but that's not going to be canon anytime soon. So yeah, it is weird. Also, their couple there is Alvinette, which is so weird. It's so weird. Why would they do that? Anyway. Also, people have coupled up Simon and Brittany and called him Breamon, which is also very weird as well. You wouldn't expect these characters to be mixed up together, but they are. Back to Alvin and Brittany, I think they're perfect for each other. There's no need to change them up or anything. I could see other characters like Jeanette maybe dating someone else, like a chipmunk. That would be cool if that happens, but it's a fantasy, so don't pretend it's real, guys. So yeah, so I think Alvin and Brittany are perfect for each other. You don't need to change them, but I can see other characters dating, like Eleanor and Jeanette. I can see them dating other chipmunks as well as prior to Theodore and Simon as well. So Alvin and Brittany are pretty compatible at this point, so I wouldn't change their dynamic as much. As well, they're very, I think they're so relatable and so connected to so many ways because they're very alike in personality that I think out of all of them, they understand each other. Like that scene in Shipwrecked when Alvin was, talking about his feelings to Brittany, is like, oh my god, this is amazing. And the way she handled it, how did Brittany get all the skills to do this? It's incredible. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But, they're very respectful of each other, and they don't, they're leaders of their groups. So, even though their leaders are very strong, they respect each other, even though they fight a lot as a couple does. But that's just them, But other than that, they're superior. Why does Alvin chase after these girls? My guess is that because we don't know the Chipmunks' backstory that well, so maybe it might have something to do because Vinny, their mother from the 80s, if you watch that episode, she said she abandoned them, so maybe they don't really have a mother to teach them what love is. Although they've got Dave, but that is so weird. Maybe they need female love. Maybe that's what they need. So yeah, so even though they have father love with Dave, maybe that's not enough for Alvin. Maybe it's just like, oh, I want a woman to fall in love with. Maybe that's what he's thinking in his mind. We don't know how his mind works, so I'm guessing. But maybe also this is a backstory to, because we don't really know what happened to their chipmunk dad. Not Dave, of course, their chipmunk dad. So maybe that's something to do with it. Like I said before, I think I said this in a couple of my other videos, parents, these days, shape and form their kids the way they are. Why are they so bad? Why are they so, awful? That's because of their parents. So maybe Alvin's a bit messed up because of what his parents did. I mean, maybe his dad did something to him a long time ago. Not Dave, his chipmunk dad. Maybe his dad did something a long time ago and he wasn't pleased about it. Or maybe his mom, but Vinny didn't hurt Alvin, so... Or maybe she did. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe, because in the episode, Alvin's trying to, oh my god, my mom's alive before she was dead all this time. So maybe he's been scarred by that in his heart, and Brittany's like, the only one. She's kind of like the lightness, and he's kind of like the darkness. I would swap them. I feel like Brittany has more darkness than Alvin does, so I would, swap that. Brittany would have more darkness, Alvin would have more light, but not in this case scenario. So I think that's the reason. I think he's scarred by love, and that's so sad. That's really sad. I'm getting emotional just talking about it, but maybe that's the reason why. So I'm guessing that's the reason why he always goes after girls, because he doesn't know anything better. Maybe he doesn't know love, which is so sad. And there's a lot of people out there who don't know love, so maybe he's been scarred by that. We don't know. This is just a guess. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is just a guess. I guess it does explain a lot, because in Robo Monks, she was so terrified of losing Alvin, so maybe that's something to do with it. And maybe that's the reason why Alvin's so protective of Brittany. Maybe she's scared of love too. We don't know. But their relationship as a core, their love-hate relationship, maybe they don't know what love is. Maybe they haven't had parents that showed them what real love is, and that is so sad. So maybe that's the reason why they have this love-hate relationship going off and on with each other. They don't know what love is, and that is so sad. So yeah, so those are my thoughts. What do you think? What do you think of my thoughts? Let me know in the comments, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to this video. Also, you can follow me on TikTok, and you can also follow me on Instagram.